Globe. 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 Going to Cove River, gonna find us a fox. Got all our supplies in a box.
Walking through the forest once a month, gonna find this fox. We're on the hunt.
Is he here? Is he there? We find his poop everywhere.
Trying to find out if life can sustain. Man, this fox is becoming a pain.
Now we'll tell you about our project. Hope you like our rap. Word.
Cove River is a secluded area of West Haven, Connecticut of approximately 15 acres, filled with all kinds of plant and animal life. For over 7,000 years, Native Americans inhabited the area of Cove River. They were very interactive with the environment, and wildlife became an essential part of their lives. There are many types of wildlife in Cove River. These include deer, fox, rabbits, squirrels, birds, insects, etc. The main focus of this research was on the fox. Foxes have been around since the time of the Native Americans. The type of fox living in Cove River is red fox. They like to live on the edge of residential wooded areas, so there's plenty of water. They also like to dig holes in the ground to use as their den. The fox is an omnivore, so it feeds on plants like fruits, nuts, insects, etc. It also eats small animals such as reptiles, birds, rabbits, and squirrels. The objective of this research is to determine that if evidence of fox inhabitants is found, then the Cove River animal habitat is suitable because the fox have been there for many years.
Our objective was to determine if Cove River could sustain fox life. Observations were made from September of 2011 through March of 2012. Our independent variable was the types of fox evidence to support inhabitants, and our dependent variable was to determine if Cove River is suitable for animal life. Our hypothesis was, if evidence of fox inhabitants is found, then the Cove River animal habitat is still suitable because the fox have been there for many years.
Our materials for this procedure were a notebook and writing pencil to write down our observations, a camera for taking photos of the evidence, proper attire for walking through the forested area, petri dishes, gloves, tongs, and Ziploc bags to collect and preserve the evidence that we found, and lastly a microscope to further examine the evidence. Our procedures for Cove River were to arrive and then go to the site where previous evidence of the fox inhabitants was found. We would search for more evidence and record observations to take pictures of any evidence found. Then we would go to a new site to see if evidence is anyplace else. We would record those observations and take pictures if any new evidence was found. We would repeat this until the time was up to return back to West Haven High School labs and dissect the animal waste samples. We would look for signs of food, disease, and pollution, and we would review the observations and form temporary conclusions based on the findings.
We have a series of photos that we took to support fox life in Cove River. The first one is a possible den that we found. The second one is excrement that we found on top of a tree where they like to leave their waste. And the third one was a urine sample and fox claw marks. The graph below represents the evidence that we found each month. Dark blue stands for excrements, red stands for a den, green stands for scratch marks, purple for paw prints, light blue for sightings, and orange for urine.
The conclusions that we formed from this experiment was that the fox can be used as an indicator species of a healthy environment. Evidence supports that the Cove River is suitable habitat for diverse wildlife. Although they still inhabit the area, the population size of the animals has decreased over time. The human residency has increased immensely around that area as well as human activity within Cove River itself. There are pollutions and motor vehicle activity on the trails of Cove River. This affects the animals' homes as well as their food and water sources because they can be contaminated. The importance of this research was to first observe the habitat of the fox and determine if there are still foxes living there. And second, to determine if the pollution decreased, and if so, why is this happening? And what possible solutions there are to increase the population size so they do not go extinct in this area. If they were to go extinct hypothetically, then the food chain of Cove River would be changed greatly.
Further directions are to improve the land and possibly increase the population sizes of the animals. Pollution and motor vehicle activity would need to decrease or be regulated. To improve this experiment, one could spend more time observing the area because the time dedicated to this experiment was not sufficient to form a solid conclusion. One needs more than a year to develop a definitive answer to a hypothesis. More experiments can be done to further investigate this. For example, one could post beware of fox signs or distribute information to local residents and then make observations to see if populations increase, as well as monitor the fruits, fish, and amphibian species that they eat to see if they are declining as well due to habitat loss or pollution of the water. We hope you enjoyed our project and thank you for viewing our video.